The Aesthetic Podcast from Local Women Magazine. This podcast is brought to you by BTL Aesthetics Ireland, supporting clinics with aesthetic solutions.
Hi and welcome to Local Women's Podcast. This is an aesthetic podcast, and if you're interested in microneedling but are not sure, this is the podcast you need to listen to, because today I'm joined by the CEO of Dermapen World Ireland, Nicola, and also Mags, who's the educator for Dermapen World for the south of Ireland. And disclaimer, you already know I'm the educator for the north of Ireland as well. Now, we can talk microneedling, and there's all types of microneedling out there, but you know my heart lies with Dermapen, and so I'm delighted to have both of you here today.
And thank you so much for inviting us up. We're so happy to come and do this podcast with you.
Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. And I know I had to kind of WhatsApp you and, but I think it's really important. Microneedling is probably, personally, it's the most underrated treatment in aesthetics. Everybody should be having it done. It's the best anti-aging treatment. And I know I'm a little biased, but I get it done lots of times. We're going to talk about microneedling. We're going to talk about, obviously, why we love Dermapen World and your choice of the device, which is obviously the Dermapen 4. Glides as well. I think people don't really understand, they think, microneedling's the same, and it's not. It really, really isn't. And Mags, you're a fountain of knowledge. I've sat and listen to you speak with pleasure. And I'm delighted to have you here today. And we're going to also cover on the exosomes as well, which I know you're really passionate about too. So one of the questions I always get asked is, why microneedling? So Nicola, why microneedling?
Microneedling is just a fantastic treatment because it suits all Fitzpatricks. We can customise a treatment specifically to their concerns. With the Dermapen 4, it is a fantastic device because it's so safe, we can tolerize it, and we can just do so much in the treatment room with it.
Mm-hmm. Mags, why microneedling for you?
I'm biased like you. And I absolutely love Dermapen 4, and I've worked with it for so long, and I've seen an amazing transformation in the skin from the treatment. Why microneedling? I think it's one of the most natural ways to rejuvenate your skin, and it's also a therapy that can guarantee you long-lasting results, which it's not overpromised. It's very safe, like Nicola said. Dermapen 4 particularly, it is a digital automated microneedling pen that is really a huge leap forward compared to any other device. It's very powerful, it's very safe, mark-free, like Nicola said. It's suitable for everyone. And I would recommend, like you, Emma, you said, I would recommend it to anyone to have it done at some point in their life, either to treat a specific skin concern or as a prevention as well. It's a great way to bulk up for the future with collagen.
Yes, and we talk about collagen banking, collagen induction therapy. Microneedling and Dermapen is your treatment.
Absolutely. I do it on myself very often, and also done it on a lot of my patients, and the results were amazing.
Mm-hmm. I think we can be passionate about it because we've seen the results we can achieve, and very little downtime, if any. I know sometimes if we are doing a little bit more aggressive in our treatment protocol, you'll have a little bit of redness for a few days after, but it's nothing in comparison to what the results that you can get. That's where I stand on it. And when I'm doing a consultation, it complements every other treatment that I can do. And when we talk about anti-wrinkle injections, that's fantastic, but this looks lovely and tight. What's happening here? So that's kind of the way I go when I'm talking about microneedling. And if my patients are on the fence about it, I think, well, why are you on the fence? Ask me the questions. And a lot of it is, does it hurt? Well, I sometimes come back and say, well, pleasure is beauty is pain sometimes. But for me, it's so worth it. The results that I can get with the device is just phenomenal. And as you said, anti-aging, pigmentation, acne scars, you name it, we can get fantastic results. And I get great results with hair restoration as well. So that's kind of why I'm so passionate about it. But can we sort of dispel some of the myths? Because when people think, Kim Kardashian, she's done some fantastic things for the industry. She's probably done some not so fantastic things for the industry. But that visual of her covered in blood, which was a vampire facial, is not microneedling. And I think people need to know that. What's your thoughts? How do you tell your patient what they're going to look like after having a microneedling treatment?
So immediately after your treatment, you would notice the skin is more plumped, glowing, hydrated, and a slightly pinky red for about 24 to 72 hours. And that's very, very normal. That's what we're looking for in the skin, that natural response, that we know that we're in the right depth of the skin, that we want to control and stimulate the collagen and elastin in the skin. So we do.
So what are my thoughts about microneedling? I think the quality of device matters a lot.
Massively.
Absolutely. And it plays a huge role how the skin will heal after the treatment, which comes back to the downtime. But it's not also that the quality of the skin improves with better device. It improves better. So there is a very close relation between what we are using in a treatment room.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned mesoglides before, which are inspired by mesotherapy.
Yes.
And so with Dermapen 4, we have a range of mesoglides that can be safely used within the skin, and that makes this treatment even more customized, personalized. And it's actually fun to do that treatment because every single treatment is going to be slightly different. It's never one fits all.
That's right.
You treat skin that you have in the front of you, and this collection of mesoglides, which it's addressed to treat a very specific skin concern, gives you this flexibility to work with the skin that you have in front of you, like I said. And that's very exceptional. It's also the precision of the pen allows us to use very wide range of skin concerns. Like I would stand for treating melasma with Dermapen 4, and very often when I say that, people are surprised.
Yeah.
But I would stand for the results for melasma clients, for example, and you can really treat anything. Rosacea patients until stage 2. Absolutely, I would recommend it for anyone who wants to improve the skin quality, who wants to address something very specific. And I would stand for the safety of the device as well.
Mm-hmm. I think that's really profound where you said not just for a skin concern, you know, even if you just want to collagen bank or to improve the quality of your skin, you may not have a specific concern. It's a fantastic treatment. It's a great stepping stone into the world of aesthetics.
Absolutely.
And it's what I have in my toolbox that I personally use all the time. I do décolletage as well as neck and face.
Absolutely.
You know,
Amazing.
And why not? You know, I don't want this just to look fresh. I need everything to look as fresh as I possibly can. But what I love about it is I don't change. I still look like Emma. Whereas when you do injectables, you can change your appearance slightly. You're just going to look like a fresher version of yourself. So that's why it's a really wonderful treatment to have done.
It's very safe.
The safety is,
Inflammation is the key. We know a bit of a redness and inflammation is needed. We know it kicks off the repair process. However, if it's prolonged and it stays too long in the skin, it's actually harmful instead of helpful.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to break down the collagen. It will damage healthy cells. It will increase the risk of pigmentation. And we don't want that. With Dermapen, healing is really short and very effective compared to other a little bit more advanced skin treatments, rejuvenation skin treatments. And this controlled inflammation, this controlled healing, it's a key for the results, just to make sure it's a scarless healing.
Mm-hmm. And as you said, we have a tool full of glides. And when we talk about glides, that's like the product that you're going to place on the skin before we microneedle. So it can be specific for wrinkles and scars, pigmentation, acne, for brightening the skin as well. So that's kind of, it's like you have this wonderful array of products that we can use as well.
The support.
Yeah.
Support for the device. Every product that is used in a treatment room is designed to be used with the pen, support the results. But it's also designed because there is also a home range by DP Dermaceuticals. So the client's journey doesn't really end in a treatment room.
That's the beginning.
That's just the beginning, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the home care is so important.
It's probably more important than the treatments.
Yes.
If I would have someone in the front of me who needs to choose, I would probably start with the home care rather than with the treatments. And I would invite for the treatments later on.
Yeah.
They are more ready.
Definitely. I think we only do what we can do in 45 minutes appointment time. It's what you do then for the period after, whether it's 2 weeks that you come back, 4 weeks or 6 weeks. You know, we only do our bit. You have to do your bit as well. I think that's really important for the patient to know that.
It's a patient journey, so it is.
Yeah.
You know, and we're like skin coaches to them as well. You know, we're taking on this journey, coming from our consultation, going through their, you know, their product beforehand, prepping the skin. It's all about skin health.
Yes.
You know, you can't just go in and just do a micro needling or a ablasive like laser treatment. It's about getting the skin ready for this controlled trauma to the skin, you know. So it's a patient journey from start to finish, consultation, your products, and then your treatment, and then your aftercare again. It all comes together as one.
Yeah, because let's not forget, if the skin is not healthy, it's not going to be able to hold the results. So the problem will be back quite quickly. That's why the skin health is so important. And we know that microneedling makes skin very healthy because it never treats one thing at a time. It treats the skin as a whole. The cascade of events that is happening in the skin after microneedling, it's at multiple layers.
Yeah.
It's never one thing that is treated at the same time. And as a result, the results of the treatment are long lasting. And I think this is something that not every treatment you can say this about.
No, and there's so much clinical research and clinical data behind.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, as we know, you love to read your papers, Mags. So you can.
PubMed, I recommend to everyone if
Yeah.
you're looking for a medical research.
Yeah. So we talked about glides there briefly, but we were very fortunate you were in Sweden very recently with Dermapen World, and we were in Cannes this time last year when they launched their Let's Come Together. Wasn't it fantastic?
Amazing. We're very, very,
Very
lucky
lucky.
and very privileged to go to these conferences and events on behalf of Dermapen World. And like that's why I love Dermapen World. They're always moving forward. They're always investing and, you know, putting their money and their research and time into bringing these forefront technologies into the treatment room. You know, and we're first to see it being launched and to try it. So, and then to pass that, you know, you're fantastic educators and pass that knowledge to the clinics, you know, and it's, you know, it's phenomenal
So much fun.
it's so much fun, you know.
It really is.
It is. And I think when we launched Exo Grow and Exo Skin, I mean, that was exciting. And we've done it ourselves as well. And we'll talk about Exo Skin first. So I have written a few articles on exosomes. I've sat on a fantastic lecture with Mags who talked about exosomes as well. So I'm very grateful for that. But it just takes it to the next level, I think. My skin, when I did it on myself, I mean, we know the journey I went on. I mean, it was phenomenal, you know. So that's a fantastic new glide that's been brought in. And I know the ladies in Elite are loving it. I've just swayed a couple of gentlemen that direction now as well. Yeah, it's we're getting the wow factor, you know.
Yes, microneedling with exosomes, it's next level. It will accelerate anything that you want to achieve with the skin in the treatment, and it will do much more than microneedling alone.
Yes.
And that's the power of exosomes. And on the top of that, it's such a safe add-on to a treatment. It can be used by anyone and for everyone, and it can treat various skin concerns. It can treat anything, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we're getting fantastic results with melasma.
Which is so
scarring.
difficult to treat, real, you know.
It's a very, very challenging condition to treat. And it's like very difficult, and there is a lot of don'ts when you deal with melasma. And what we've been seeing with our exosomes, spectacular results after just 3 treatments.
Yeah, I'm finding 3s. I'm a really good number to do my treatments in. The results are lovely. With the hair, I'm doing more. I'm doing about 6. Is where
Yeah, you do need about 6 or more, depending on the type of alopecia and how long they've had the hair loss or the first signs. So the key is the first signs of hair thinning or anything, just start your treatment as soon as possible. But yeah, we're getting fantastic results in the clinics, you know, and that's what people love Dermapen World and the products, because it's a protocol.
yes, it's a strict protocol as well.
They've taught of everything, you know, in clinic, at home for the patient journey. But yeah, the Exo Grow is just going to be And like hair regeneration is going to be huge.
Yeah, it
Next
is.
thing in regenerative medicine.
I think you're 100% there, because I do a lot of hair restoration, and it would have always been in our clinic, it would have been mesotherapy. Then there was PRP, but we sort of skipped that and went to IPRF. And then you've got exosomes. That's where exosomes are sitting for hair restoration. So if you have a patient that's not suitable for IPRF, or their lifestyle isn't going to give me the blood that I actually need, or the quality of the plasma, then exosomes is where I'm going now with my patients. And so we're getting lovely results. But again, they have to use the aftercare. Tonic and the shampoo and the conditioner is the non-negotiables with me. And then... I've got 2 gentlemen at the minute, and it's funny, they said that they get the tingling sensation when they're using it.
With the shampoo?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
And that's good.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want stimulation of the hair follicle.
That's what I was trying to tell him.
And also the scalp mask.
Yes.
It is a phenomenal product. Because we get a lot of people and they're like, they're on a budget. I'm like, definitely a scalp mask.
Yeah.
100%. And we recommend before they come in for their treatment, they would use a scalp mask that morning or that day for 20 or 30 minutes to rinse it off, and they will come in then for their procedure.
Yeah. I'm not doing the mask in clinic now. I'm asking the patients to do it at home.
Yes, that's what I mean. Do it at home. Yeah, we're not doing it in the clinic. Yes.
No, because I don't have the facilities to wash it off and stuff, so it just works better for me. But yeah, I'm getting great results with it as well. So, I mean, so if somebody's listening and they're asking, well, should I go for microneedling? Well, for me, it's a yes. For Mags, it's a yes. And
absolutely.
But know your device. Yes. I mean, I have used, obviously I'm in the industry quite a long time, and I've used probably nearly every device. And not all pens are created equal is probably the best way I can describe that. Some will tug, you can't get the penetration that you want, you're causing more trauma to get what you don't really need. I've struggled over the years, but yeah, the Dermapen just sits in my hand. It's a beautiful device to use, but also the patients would say as well, it's actually quite comfortable. I think it's the osculations, it's so fast. I'm going to do the numbers. Do you want to do the numbers? The speeds per second? I can't do them like Andrew does them.
1,920 microchannels per second. And like that, it's a clean 90 degrees entry and exit out of the skin.
Which is so important.
And like you said, when we're treating the scalp, you can have long hair, short hair, and it's not the cartilage won't get caught up in the hair, and it's very comfortable on the patient, very quick, very precise. So it just glides over the scalp. So we can do a full scalp in 7 to 10 minutes, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And you want it as a patient, you want it to be done fast. I mean, it's not a hearts and flower treatment, so you want it done quick and precise.
Like Andrew said, do you want a Ferrari or do you want a little feet?
Well, on that note, so I know we have lots of clinics throughout the north and south of Ireland that offer microneedling Dermapen 4. They can get in contact with yourselves in Dermapen World Ireland, and they can also contact me at Elite as well. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Oh, you're very welcome.
The Aesthetic Podcast from Local Women Magazine. This podcast is brought to you by BTL Aesthetics Ireland, supporting clinics with aesthetic solutions.